In my last video, I ranked the top 10 KU football wins under Mark Mangino. This time we're going to get a little darker into the deep depths of KU football, because what I'm going to be looking at is what is considered KU's worst span in their history, simply titled The Dark Ages. Hey, what the? Okay, this is not cool, guys. Oh, jeez, do I really have to do this all by myself? Okay, hope this works. There. Okay, let's get into the video. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Drew, better known as RockChalk01, and in this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 KU football wins in the Dark Ages. Now, for those of you who do not know, what I consider to be the Dark Age in KU's history would be the span from 2010 until 2020. That means 2 winless seasons, and the most wins for a season would be 3. Yeah, it was a very dark time for Kansas football. So yeah, in this time frame, KU only won 21 games, and I have to pick 10. So this should be kind of easy, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. But without further ado, here's my list.
Before I get started, I do have some honorable mentions. These 4 games just missed out on the list, so I want to go over them in chronological order. The first one against Iowa State on November 8, 2014, in which KU won 34-14. That win ended a 7-game Big 12 losing streak, and it was KU's first win over the Cyclones since 2009. Next was against Rhode Island on September 3, 2016, in which KU won comfortably 55-6. That win ended a 15-game losing streak, and it was KU's first win with David Beatty as head coach. Next would be against Rutgers on September 15, 2018, in which the Hawks crushed the Scarlet Knights 55-14. That win ended a 10-game Power 5 losing streak, and it was the first time since 2011 in which KU won back-to-back games. And finally, against Indiana State on August 31st, 2019, in which KU won a close one 24-17. KU found themselves down 1 and scored 8 points with less than 2 minutes to go in the game to give KU its first victory under head coach Les Miles. Number 10 is the game on September 21st, 2013 against Louisiana Tech. KU was down 10-3 going into the fourth quarter and scored the final 10 points of the game and won the game on a 52-yard field goal by Matthew Wyman as time expired to give KU the 13-10 victory. This win ended a 22-game losing streak to FBS opponents. Moving on to number 9 is a game on September 10th, 2011 against Northern Illinois. KU found themselves down 5 with less than 20 seconds to go, and on a big 4th and goal from inside the 5, KU scored the game-winning touchdown with 9 seconds left to win the game 45-42. This would be the last time KU started a season 2-0 until 2022, and on a sad note, this would be KU's final victory with Turner Gill as head football coach. Number 8 is a game on September 8, 2018 on the road at Central Michigan. This game was dominated by KU from the opening kick to the final whistle, as the Hawks won comfortably over the Chippewas 31-7. This game avenged the loss to Central Michigan the year prior and ended 2 big streaks. It ended a 12-game losing streak to FBS opponents, and the biggest one of all, it ended a 46-game losing streak away from Lawrence, Kansas. Number 7 is the game on September 13, 2019 on the road at Boston College. KU found themselves down 17-7 at the end of the first and outscored the Eagles 41-7 in the final 3 quarters and shut them out in the second half to win 48-24. This win ended a 5-game losing streak on the road and ended a 48-game losing streak on the road against Power 5 opponents. Moving on to number 6, it's a game on October 27, 2018 against TCU. Kansas found itself up 3 with a little over 2 minutes to go, but TCU got into KU territory, and thankfully a late butt fumble lifted KU to victory 27-26. With the win, KU ended a 10-game losing streak against the Big 12, and it was KU's first win over TCU since 1997. Now on to number 5, and it's the game on November 16th, 2013 against West Virginia. This game was dominated by KU from the opening kick until the final whistle, as KU won comfortably 31-19. With the win, Kansas ended a 7-game losing streak. It was KU's first ever victory over West Virginia, and the big one of note, it ended a 27-game losing streak to Big 12 opponents. Next at number 4 is the game on November 6, 2010 against Colorado. This would be the last meeting between these two as conference opponents until 2024. Colorado was up 45-17 with 14:52 remaining in the game, and KU somehow scored 35 unanswered points and scored the game-winning touchdown with 52 seconds left to win the game 52-45. The 28-point deficit is the largest comeback in school history. It ended a 4-game losing skid that season and also ended an 11-game losing streak to Big 12 opponents. Now on to number 3, and it's the game on October 26, 2019 against Texas Tech. KU found themselves down 17-0 early in the second quarter before climbing back to tie the game. KU scored the final 10 points, including a game-winning field goal as time expired to win 37-34. 3 things happened on this day. It was KU's first win on homecoming since 2009. It was KU's first win against Texas Tech since 2001, and it was the first ever win against Texas Tech in Lawrence. Next at number 2 is the game on September 11, 2010 against number 15 Georgia Tech. KU was down 17-14 at halftime before climbing back to take a 3-point lead in the fourth quarter. KU's defense stopped a game-winning drive effort by Georgia Tech to win the game 28-25. It was KU's first win with Turner Gill as head coach. It would be KU's first win over a ranked opponent since 2008 and would be the last win over a ranked opponent up until 2022. And finally, number 1 is the game on November 19, 2016 against Texas. This should be pretty obvious. KU was down 11 with 13:34 remaining in the game before climbing all the way back and kicking a game-tying field goal to force overtime. In overtime, KU forced a Texas interception, and Matthew Wyman kicked the game-winning field goal in overtime to win 24-21. 3 things happened on this day. KU ended a 19-game losing streak against Big 12 opponents. It was KU's first win over Texas as Big 12 opponents, and it would be KU's first win over Texas since 1938. And with that said, that's going to do it for the top 10 KU football wins in the Dark Ages. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Also, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe, and push that notification bell. Also, tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again when the next one comes out. But until then, have a good day. Never bring exact answers to the field house. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.